My dearest mummy, mumsy bestie. My dear father. There's been some confusion in my brain for quite some time, but of course I'm still your daughter, and of course I will repress it, for you know that's how I'm going to respond. Yes. There's been some confusion, cause you see I may have kissed someone he probably didn't think it was going to be, because he probably thought it was going to be a boy, but that's not inherently your fault. It's because we live in a heteronormative society where everyone is straight until proven otherwise when they fancy a girl. You see, my parents never assume anything, but on this occasion I assumed that they'd assumed. Bit confusing. I never said specifically that I was straight. On the other hand, I'd never said that I wasn't. Quite confusing. I didn't realise that I had to tell them. They are my parents. I thought that they would have worked it out. I only wish I had told them in a letter instead of the way that I actually did.
Oh yeah, it was
quite embarrassing. First, there was my mum. We were in the car on the way home from my first year at uni. While we were packing, she saw a poster that said, "Some people are bi, get over it." She chose not to say anything about it because it was in a drawer with a lot of other things that I definitely didn't want to talk to my mum about. The conversation actually happened when I was telling her about my trip to Birmingham Pride and how I was saying that only one of the people who went was straight. She turned to me and went,
"Honey, you're straight."
And I turned to her and went,
"Nope, I have never said that."
She looked confused and asked,
"Then what are you?"
And I thought, Mum, I've no fucking clue. I'm
bi? Well, or pan? I don't know.
She looked confused.
I kind of just assumed you knew, or that you worked it out.
Looking back, I see how this did not work. See, I just assume everyone's bi, so then I can't get it wrong. But I forgot that her generation is a different generation to mine. I should have just written a letter. The way I came out to my dad was ridiculously overdramatic. It reminded me of the ending of 4 Weddings and a Funeral. In the rain. Lobby. I said, "I'm gonna break up with my boyfriend." My dad knew this part was coming. The part he didn't know was coming was the reason it was ending. He didn't like when I said I was bisexual. No, by the way, I'm bisexual. I continued. I thought he knew I had told him, but he thought I was joking. My dad stared. Oh, and just to add to the context, it was midnight and my dad had to get up in 4 hours. He made it very clear that he was not angry at the fact that I was bi, only the fact that I told him at midnight. Which is fair. He looked confused. Looking back, I'm not surprised. He almost looked shocked. I remember saying, "I kind of just assumed you knew, or you worked it out." I should have written a letter. God, I remember the night of my first kiss like it was yesterday. Maybe the girl had a feeling that I was into girls. I mean, who was I kidding? I wore a flannel to a party. 2016 Rose definitely knew what was going on. The reason it was so weird to me is because I didn't realise that it was going to happen. I didn't realise at the time that when you thought a girl was attractive, that you were allowed to kiss her. I just thought that that wasn't an option. Like, not illegal or like frowned upon, just not an option. And that was scary. And weird. What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I made out with you. My pulse is rushing, my head is spinning, my face is blushing. What is this feeling? I don't feel the same. Does it have a name? Yes. Something. I don't know, I'm feeling something. For your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say I find it hot. I didn't think this was possible, but your lips just look so kissable. It's only 'cause you kissed me. It's a small, tiny attraction, and such small infatuation. I don't know, I'm so drunk. Though I do think you came on fast, I'm pretty happy for this to last. And I will I'll be kissing, kissing you my whole life long. Ish. I got scared. The rumours started and everyone started asking me their new favourite question for me.
Oh, Rose Wilson, what does this mean? We thought you were straight, now is that not true? Are you gay? Are you bi? Was it drunk eyes telling lies? Or do you actually quite like her?
Guys, I have no idea.
This Rose Wilson says that she's bi, but also Pam, why can't she decide? We just want to tell you, you need to pick a side. We need to...
No! Why? Why should I slap a label on myself that doesn't fit, doesn't feel comfortable and doesn't feel like me? Just for you? Bisexual is my go-to word, but it doesn't always feel quite right all the time. People hear it and they think, wow, she must be so indecisive. I mean, I am a Libra. It's not that I can't decide, it's just that I don't want to decide. I always kind of thought fancying loads of different people was normal. There are so many attractive people, why would I fancy one type? I see it as I'm attracted to people of the same gender as me and people who are another gender. Like bilingual. Someone who can know multiple languages and still be considered bilingual. It feels the easiest to tell people, but it just doesn't quite fit. There is pansexual though, even though this still doesn't feel quite right. This label is new and not everyone understands it. Bisexuality is more widely known and accepted. Pansexual, attracted to kitchenware. I identify with it because I do have to enjoy someone's personality and I have to know them before I can form an attraction. I can't be attracted to people I don't know. Plus, I would say I can be attracted to people with no limit regarding biological sex, gender or identity. But it just doesn't feel quite right. I have recently found the word queer. It's been flying around ever since high school, but I never stopped and grabbed it and took a look. It's vague. I like vague. I'm someone who can't make a decision. It means I don't have to decide what label works. I am simply queer. It's a word used to describe someone who just isn't straight. Me! There is a label that's always been there. Now that I've found it, I'm getting somewhere. Not quite as confused. It's getting clearer. Oh, what is this feeling? Now I have a name. Yes, I'm queer. There's a strange exhilaration and a total adoration. I now know I'm not wrong. Though I do admit I chose quite fast. I'm pretty happy for it to last. And I will be queer. Forever queer. Truly, deeply, I am queer. My whole life long. Kind of, it still doesn't kind of fit.